Hi, I'm going to discuss the video that we watched a couple of weeks ago in class called Little Man. This video was very interesting to me and very relevant to my life currently. One of the things I want to discuss is a memorable moment from the video. The thing that was most memorable to me was when his parents brought Nicholas home from the hospital, and just the difficulties they had with even just carrying him into the house. They had Nicholas in the car seat, they had the diaper bag, they had his oxygen that he is on, and to me that is just so memorable because my niece is currently on oxygen as she is 6 months old, and I just remember bringing her home from the hospital with my sister and brother-in-law and how difficult it was and how difficult it still is to even get out of the house with the oxygen that she's on, as well as her diaper bag and her car seat and everything else. And I just remember thinking, wow, other people go through this, and it's not just us, and it is difficult for other people. It's not just my family. Like, this is a relevant situation, and it's difficult for everybody. And I just remember thinking that was so memorable to me and so impressionable to my life currently. Another thing was, as I watched this video, I had questions in my mind about the parents and Nicholas and the sister and the situation and everything. And one of the things I was thinking about was, at one point, one of the moms said that if they were to have a child with Down syndrome, that would be it. They just wouldn't have that child. And I just remember thinking, wow, what is their reasoning behind that? Is that because they know that a child with a disability such as Down syndrome, which can be very severe, could be extremely difficult and cause very financial strains on the family? Or is it just that they don't think they would be prepared for that, so they would just feel better off not handling that situation? Another thing was, their surrogate seemed like maybe she didn't disclose all of her medical information, and I was wondering, was that something I misunderstood in the video, or did she really just not disclose everything? And if so, it just makes you wonder about how things could have been different if she had. Also, one of the things that I really enjoyed about this video was how real it was. It was clearly real life. It was clearly not edited to leave out the struggles or the hardships. It was very relatable. It was very realistic. You saw all the ups, all the downs, all the in-betweens. You saw everything that they went through. And that, to me, was so comforting, because I think people brush over the hard spots and the difficulties sometimes, because it is hard. And it is hard to have a child with a disability, and it is hard to go through all that in the hospital. And so I feel like a lot of people will just brush that aside or not talk about it and not discuss it. And I felt like in this video they really emphasized that things are not always so peachy and that it is difficult, and I really appreciated that from them. As far as question 4 goes on our handout, I'm going to discuss that in a Word document, so I will not be discussing that on this video at this time. Thank you.